content strategy should tell you what to post and where to post it to achieve your goals. At Deaku, we've built a strategy planner that makes this process super easy, intuitive, and thorough, providing you with a content strategy to match the world's top creators. To get started, open Deaku. If you don't have an account, you can sign up for free in about 10 seconds. Then in your workspace, go to your strategy planner in the toolbar. If you've already connected your social accounts, like your YouTube, your TikTok, Instagram, even better, your strategy will use that very cleverly in a little bit. If you want to connect your social accounts, that's in your workspace settings, which is on this icon here. Scroll down here, connect your social accounts. The core of building a strategy is asking the right questions and giving honest answers. Let's start with question 1. The first thing to ask is your creator level. Slide this to match where you actually are right now, from starter, which is 0 to 1,000 followers, all the way up to celebrity with over 10 million followers. Now, this isn't about vanity. We know creators who I would describe as super successful with only a few thousand subs, but size does matter because it calibrates everything that follows in this strategy generator. That means your strategy, your recipe, your posting frequency, your revenue plan, all of this will be different naturally at different stages of your creator journey. So it's really important that we start where you actually are. A starter channel and an established channel need fundamentally different strategies, a different content mix, different growth levers, different monetization timeline. As I say though, that's not to say that you can't achieve your goal with less than 1,000 subs, because you most definitely can with a powerful strategy that you'll have in about 10 minutes. Be honest here, and as you grow, your strategy will grow with you. And I'll explain more on that in a little bit. Next, fill in your specialization. This is your niche, your unique offering, written down in plain language, ideally, which can sometimes be hard to define. So if you're struggling to come up with something here, think about your unfair advantages, your expertise, your passions. What can you do that others can't? What's going to make you stand out? What's going to keep you going through just enjoying the process? It might be something like classic sci-fi movie video essays, or tabletop role-playing dungeon master education, or comedy sketches. Can you tell what kind of content I watch? And if you need any help, just write a little bit, then tap the hand icon, and Deaku Assistant will develop the thought for you, which you can of course edit. Next, you've got your 2 missions. Yes, 2. Not enough creators do this, despite it being a huge advantage to have both of these defined. First is your social mission. That's the impact that you want to have on your audience and beyond. And the second mission is your commercial mission, more of the business and money side. When you separate your social mission from your commercial mission, you get clarity on something super important that honestly creators don't think about enough, or have a crisis about later in their journey. Am I making content to have impact or to build a business? Because the answer should be both, and splitting them out like this means your content strategy serves both without compromising either one. Your social mission is what drives you. It's your why you do what you do. And it's critical for building trust and community. Your commercial mission, though, is just as important and must not be an afterthought. It's how you're going to financially sustain the content and grow. Laying these foundations early as part of your strategy means you'll be able to succeed in both missions faster. You know, it's all very well succeeding with your social mission, but if you can't sustain or grow your creator business because you haven't thought about the commercial side, your social mission is suddenly going to suffer. And vice versa as well. If you just focus on the commercial mission, you'll struggle to build trust and community and have a purpose as well. So make sure you do both. So they're important, but try not to overthink these. 1 or 2 sentences in each is totally fine. And if you're stuck, that helping hand button is always there for you. Now, let's start mapping out how you're going to achieve those missions with your audience personas. Personas might sound like a marketing exercise, but they're actually surprisingly useful. When you know exactly who's watching, their frustrations, what content they enjoy consuming, what would genuinely change things for them, your content ideas almost pick themselves. The key here is picking personas that will help you deliver on your social and commercial missions. You can either build these manually or describe your audience in plain language, tap create personas, and your assistant will create detailed personas for you based on your niche and your missions. You can see some examples here of these personas, and you can go through and just edit them to your heart's content. If your social mission is to educate young entrepreneurs on how to start and grow a business, and your commercial mission is to sell your book, newsletter, or course, one of your personas might be a young, college-educated woman working a part-time job while studying, and she loves watching long-form YouTube videos about startups in her lunch break or TikToks on her commute. The more personas you have and the more specific you can be, the easier it will be to come up with content ideas, because you can just think about what your audience wants with every decision. Just make stuff they'll watch and enjoy. Every strong creator that we've worked with, from beginners to the biggest channels in the world, has this level of clarity about their audience. The ones who struggle are usually guessing or make the content, then try to figure out their audience later. That's backwards and can risk creating ghost subscribers, whereby your content format changes significantly over time, so you create this pool of followers who contribute to your follower count but in no way to your engagement, because you're not making stuff that they originally subscribed to you for. So we're closer now to knowing what content to make and the reasons to make it. Now we need to figure out what you can actually deliver on, because next up is the SWOT analysis. The SWOT is worth spending a good minute on, and please add as many as you like per heading. Painting a picture with your answers here, like I'm good on camera but terrible at consistency, is pure gold. Something like that tells the planner to build you a schedule with fewer, more sustainable uploads rather than an ambitious calendar that you'll just end up abandoning. Honestly, in my opinion, the weakness heading is the most useful one. Strategies that account for your weak spots consistently outperform and outlast strategies that ignore them. So now we need to define your capacity and your setup, your weekly time commitment, team structure, experience level, training needs, filming locations, equipment, all really important stuff for your strategy. This is really where the strategy really starts being something actually executable. A beautiful content plan that assumes that you have 20 hours a week when you actually just have 5 is probably worse than no plan at all. You'll just be setting yourself up to feel like you're failing. So be as realistic as you can. Sensible, realistic plans are the ones that are achievable and will help you smash your social and commercial missions. We've built strategies for solo creators filming on their phones, all the way up to big content teams with film studios, top of the line gear, writers, editors. But the principles are the same. The execution, though, is of course quite different. 10 hours a week solo with an iPhone requires a different strategy from 40 hours with a team of 10. Your strategy planner knows the difference, but only if you tell it the truth. And that's everything your plan needs. Tap Generate Strategy. Woo! Okay, right, the big work is done. Your strategy planner takes everything you've worked through and synthesizes it into a cohesive strategy. And then, we get this. Congratulations, you've built your content strategy. And first thing you'll see is your strategy highlights. I love this. It's super shareable with your team and other creators as you bring them into your workspace to bring them up to speed with a high level animated presentation overview. You can skip this if you want, but I really think it's worth watching the first time that it comes up. And also, take a second. This moment should actually be a bit of a celebration, because in like 5 minutes, you've done one of the most game-changing things any creator can do. And you've unlocked some seriously useful stuff, which I'll show you right after I give you a quick tour. Here is your complete content strategy laid out across 7 tabs. You've got your overview, which is the big picture at a glance. You've got your audience, your personas in full detail, the people you're making your content for with their frustrations, goals, what they've already tried. Then you've got your schedule, when and how often to post, calibrated to the realistic answers you gave so it is sustainable and fulfilling. Then you've got content. This is your content recipe, the ingredients that make up the delicious videos you're going to be cooking up with this strategy. And your workflow. And this is one people often underestimate. Having a strategy is one thing, but having a repeatable system for turning ideas into published content is what makes it sustainable. This tab gives you that pipeline, ideation, creation, editing, publishing, analysis. Each step is mapped out for you specifically. And then something I'm really excited about that'll give you an extra advantage is the advanced tab. And I'll come back to this one in a moment. Each of these tabs is a different but equally essential component of your content strategy. And all of them, like the rest of Deaku, are connected. And everything is editable. Click the pencil icon on any section to adjust it. As you grow and experiment or throw spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, as we like to say, you will want to adjust or generate updated strategies over time. The ingredients or strategy that make your spaghetti sticky right now will change as you get more spaghetti. And as you've thrown more at the wall to refine and learn what really makes it stick. When you save your strategy, you can either update the current version or create a new one so you never lose your original. You and your creator team can go back like a time capsule of your creator journey back through all of the different versions of your strategy over time. Now, let's put this strategy into action immediately. So let's go to the suggestions tab. You'll see you've not just built your strategy, you've already generated video ideas for each of your connected channels, tailored to the strategy that you've just created. 10 ideas per channel, each with a title, a description, and why it fits your plan. You can save the ones that sound best to you. Those choices, including any rejections, will help improve the suggestions you get over time. And when you're ready to act on one, tap Add to Projects. It'll spin up a real project in your projects tool, ready for scripting and production. Okay, so your strategy has already activated the start of your improved workflow with your content ideation pipeline, chucking out some ideas. Your system is really working. But that's not all. There's something even more powerful than your suggestions system that you've just unlocked. And I'll explain that right after the advanced strategy tab. This is where your strategy stops being just about content and starts being more about your creator business. You've now mapped a whole marketing funnel, awareness, consideration, conversion, and you've set revenue targets based on your creator level and capacity. The marketing funnel is how you map out the journey of your audience. Imagine it like a big net at the top, capturing the attention of as many of your audience personas as possible. And once they're aware of you, you want to nurture that through the consideration phase, through the right content towards converting to a subscriber, to sign up to your newsletter, to buy your product, down to loyalty, where they'll actually start telling other people about you. A lot of creators think about content and revenue at different times or as separate problems. They'll say, I'll make great videos and eventually I'll get ad revenue, or I'll figure the money bit out later. But when you see your funnel laid out, this type of content brings people in. This type builds trust. This type converts. Suddenly, your content strategy is a revenue engine with steps you can follow to guide the decisions you make as a pro creator. These targets are starting points, not commitments. Edit them if they don't feel right for your situation. Deaku can help calibrate from your answers, but you know your business best. Now you can see the full picture, content strategy, workflow, idea pipeline, revenue, all connected. But the next step will change your entire daily creator workflow forever. Deaku Assistant, your content AI assistant that you can chat with inside your workspace. It now has the context of everything you just built, your missions, your audience, your funnel, your revenue targets. So when you ask it, how do I get to enough revenue to hire an editor? Or what content should I make to move people from awareness to consideration? It's not just making up an answer from thin air or like thin compute. It's working from the context of your strategy and your workspace. 10 minutes ago, this was a blank page, and now you have a strategy built around your niche, your capacity, and your actual audience with video ideas ready to produce. As it helps you grow, you can not only use this to guide your decisions, but you can also make sure your team is entirely aligned as well. You can even download and share your strategy outside of Deaku on this button if you want. In the next video, I'll show you the many more things that your Deaku assistant can do, far beyond what I've shown in this video. Congratulations again on this massive milestone. Go and celebrate, as you should, for all your milestones on your creator journey. Woohoo! You did it! You've got a content strategy! Oh my days! That's awesome. See you around the app. That was hard, man.